Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 62. When we last left our heroes, the fight with Aldoron continued as the God Seed revealed his thicket of alms that was kind of cutting Natsu to ribbons. The dragon also had his own thicket of alms that nearly killed Gajeel until Brandis shrunk the wound and shrunk Gajeel along with it. Meaning we no longer really have much of a force against the dragon god Aldoron, but seemingly Gajeel did enough lasting damage to Aldoron to kind of tip the fight in Natsu's favor, as he's then able to get his flames to a high enough heat to burn the blades. So yeah, let's jump right on into Chapter 62, Burning Will. And our picture here is Natsu, in a kind of, robe, cloak-looking thing, as it's kind of, blown up in his flames. His flames run wild around the world. Chapter 62, Burning Will. So we open where we left off, with Natsu flaming up, squaring off against Aldoron. And Aldoron looks at him. A mere human would dare resist the power of a god? And Natsu... I love that look in his eyes. He's just not even pushing back or anything, not even kind of angry, just utterly raring to go. And then the God Seed looks at him again. No, you are no human. You are a dragon's child. And a demon, no? And Natsu just looks at him. I don't give a crap about what I am. Because I got friends. And people who believe in me. And we see Lucy looking out at him. I'm no one but me. Fairy Tale's Natsu Dragneel. This kind of seems to be a better version of the infamous dragon or demon scene from the Alderaan Arc that the anime kind of made better, as I recall. But still, anyway. I'm no one but me. Fairy Tale's Natsu Dragneel, and he rushes at the God Seed already with a flame in his fist. And just decks him. But Aldoron raises his hand, and a bunch more blades come down at Natsu. He readies some more fire, and just swipes. The fire goes and destroys all of the thorns coming at him. This magic power is Igneel's fire. Oh, so he knew that Natsu was raised by a dragon, but not that dragon was Igneel. Ooh, okay. And then Natsu comes up at him and smacks him again. Alderaan kind of slides across the ground. But you are just a human, using a dragon's power. And he slams Natsu on the head. Gah! And Natsu hits the ground. Humans are meant to be preyed upon. It is 100 years too soon for you to defy a god. And then I think he kicks Natsu here and sends him flying. And as Natsu tumbles among the roots, he looks up at Aldoron. It's already been 100 years. And Aldoron looks at him. Tons of wizards tried to beat you guys over a whole century and failed. And he claws his way back up. All of that's been piling up all this time. And now I'm here. And the God Seed readies another fist. All humans are my nourishment. My servants. No matter how many years pass, that will never change. One thing I do have to say, though, is that we don't really feel like people have been trying to kill these dragons for 100 years. There's not really the sense that this is something that's been attempted over and over again. I don't know, just my 2 cents there. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. Anyway, humans will never triumph over dragon kind, and the two of them both punch, meeting in the middle. I love the demonstration here of just how much smaller Natsu's fist is compared to Aldoron's. And we see the impact of the fist cuts Natsu's body up all over. And Natsu asks him, how many humans have you killed before now? I cannot possibly remember how much food I've consumed. Is that a JoJo's reference? Is that an old JoJo's meme? But I suppose there were roughly 300,000 humans dwelling atop my body for the past century. Every last one revered and dedicated their life to me. The fools. They believed themselves to be blessed, never realizing they were mere nutrients. And Natsu just looks like darkened eyes, um, in rage at how little care Aldoron has for the humans who lived under him. Henceforth, all humans will bow before me, so they may nourish me. And he smacks Natsu again. Natsu kind of like grits his teeth. Yep, you're a bad guy. I guess that's a relief. Or maybe I've just come to my senses. And Natsu like puts his foot down, steadying himself. And Alderaan looks at him. Mercphobia was a good guy. That's why we decided if the 5 dragon gods were good, we wouldn't fight them. But you're different. You don't care one bit about human life. And you're still bent on hurting humans. That's why I'm gonna beat you here and now. And he like powers up his fire, ready to go. That is surprisingly convenient reasoning. Do humans not kill animals in order to eat? We do it so we can live, not to kill everything like you do. Besides, we could coexist with dragons. I'm not quite sure, because it seems to me, at the very least, part of Alderon's reasoning is like he does need to live. He needs the nourishment that humans provide. Though admittedly, he takes that to an extreme degree with his, the fools they believe themselves to be blessed bit. Anyway, what drivel. And he extends his hand and shoots a laser at Natsu that he dodges. And he shoots some more lasers. Dragons are the pinnacle of all living things. It is by nature. The thought of conversing with humans is absurd. I was raised by a dragon. To consume us. Igneel was different. Then Igneel was a fool. To think he would fall so low. I'm confused by this line, to consume us. Because, maybe you could argue like Dragon Slayer magic, but that's not really consuming, unless he has not, or actually it might make sense if his soul experience with Dragon Slayers are Acnologia, who, killed all the dragons. And maybe, the Dragon Eaters, Diabolos, and that whole gang, has given him an idea of what eating and what dragon slaying is. Anyway. Igneel was different. That Igneel was a fool to think he would fall so low. And Natsu, at that, just decks Alderaan. Igneel's the mighty fire dragon king. Igneel's fire again? No, this is Atlas Flame and Ignea. How does he have their... unless he can... Oh, it's like how he can still occasionally use Loxus's thunder after he ate that during the Tenro arc. Because when he ate Atlas Flame at the in the Grand Magic Games, as I recall, right? And then Ignea back during the Mercphobia arc. And he's occasionally able to bring out their flames. Could this fire be a mixture of flames from different dragons? And Natsu corrects him. Also, I love that we're seeing the dragon scales grow more and more on Natsu's cheeks. This is my fire! Dragon Slayer secret art. Purgatory dragon fire. And he gut punches Alderaan. We see the flames break through behind him. I think that's the end of Alderaan at long, long last. And then with the dragon, we see this pillar of light emerge from the dragon's back as everyone looks on in shock. It cannot be. I am burning. Me. And everyone else we see more fairy tale wizards. This time the guys who are on the dragon all watch. With that power, will you burn the world? And we see, I think that's his dying words. I think he fades to ash right there. And Natsu looks at where he was. And then the dragon erupts in pain. He shouts. The beams of fire, I guess, are cracking all over him. Urza calls out, Aldoron! Great. Did he do it? Natsu! He's all the fairy tale wizards. He's falling apart. Let's get out of here. And then the room crumbles around Natsu. And as it falls apart, Natsu responds, only if the world makes an enemy of the guild. To be continued next time. That's a baller line. But yeah, that's the end of the Aldoron arc, it looks like. At long last. Natsu taps into all of the dragons whose fire he has eaten over the years, and with that strength, finally destroys Alderaan after so many months of fighting. Like, I'm trying to remember, I think the actual fight with God Seed Aldoron started like 6 chapters ago or so. It's been a while that we've been here. And again, 100 Years Quest just kills it. And it's immune to the problem that plagued the end of the Mercphobia arc of just like walking back. How great that ending was. Admittedly, this does not reach the height of what the Mercphobia ending promised before it took away. But it's still a pretty good fight in its own right. It just kind of lacks that moral ambiguity that really made the Mercphobia arc shine. But yeah, it really is just, Natsu gives Alderaan one last chance. How many humans have you killed before now? And he's like, I killed at least 300,000, and they fucking deserved it. And that's all that Natsu needs. Alright, you're not one of the good guys. I'm gonna take you down. And then he does, with both Igneal and Atlas Flame and Ignea's Fire all combined into Purgatory Dragonfire. God, I love the face Alderaan makes here. It's hard to believe a tree can make a face. But like just the shock mixed in with the pain in his face is so good. And then yeah, the dragon kind of crumbles apart, and Natsu has that great final line, "Only if the world makes an enemy of the guilds." This is honestly just kind of a great chapter for good Natsu quotes. We also have that "I don't give a crap about what I am" line. I'm no one but me, Fairy Tale's Natsu Dragneel. It's just a great Natsu chapter. And then yeah, I honestly am kind of curious what's going to happen from here. Just like as we reach the end of the Alderaan arc, I'll kind of talk about my thoughts on the series going forward. Is just that the series has so far kind of been blending the Fairy Tale cast and blending what's going on at the Guild with the White Wizard and blend with the 100 Years Quest. And this arc has very much brought those two plot lines together. And now that Alderaan is defeated, that Fairy Tale plot line with Toka and the White Wizard is gone. We just have the 100 Years Quest. And so I'm curious if we're going to have a new plot line for Fairy Tale or what's going to go on. But there's no way to find out about that except by waiting. So yeah, this was a rousing conclusion to the Alderaan arc, and I could not have asked for better. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!